As I just had a day and a half in Budapest, I thought it was a good idea to get the 48-hour City Sightseeing hop on, hop off tour bus. I caught this near St. Stephen's Basilica, and I think I got the first bus of the day. It's just about to set off. I didn't get off here at the Douane Street Synagogue complex, but it looked really interesting. It had a museum, a cemetery, and a Holocaust memorial, obviously to the Jews who died in the Holocaust from Hungary. As we moved on, there was one mandatory stop where we got off the bus for 20 minutes, and it was here just off Heroes Square. As the name implies, this is a memorial to Hungarian heroes, and it's also surrounded by art galleries, and it's where a lot of the embassies are located. But we had 20 minutes to have a walk around, and what I discovered behind Heroes Square was this really beautiful castle and boating lake, where you can see people were out enjoying the pedalos. I think the castle has hosted big events like G20 summits, etc. quite recently. But as I say, just a wander, and then I headed back to Heroes Square to get back on the bus again. Heroes Square, although it looks really old, this part of it was actually just built for the millennium 19 years ago, but it seems to fit in with the sort of Austro-Hungarian architecture. We soon made our way on the bus over to the river Danube and crossed from the old Pest quarter to the other part of the city called Buda. Buda is actually the older part. It's where the castle and the first settlement was located. And here we're just heading up towards that castle complex. So I got out quite close here because I wanted to get the sort of little funicular that we'll see going all the way up to the castle in the town of Buda. I had a very tasty lunch, and I realised that a lot of the museums and castle are closed on a Monday. That's why it's quite quiet up here, I guess, but that's nice as well. So I'm just going to look at this St. Matthias Church and maybe look in the labyrinth, do the cave labyrinth thing. Wow, that's a beautiful church. And then head back down. Before going into St. Matthew's Church, there's an area around the back called the Fishermans Bastion. These are a series of, I guess, neoclassical terraces with cafes in the ramparts, but they accord really great views over the city. St. Matthias Church itself, it was only a few pounds to enter, but you can see that it was really stunning. I think this church was founded back in the 11th century, but it's been rebuilt several times, but the most recent one here is obviously to the original plans. And it was one of my favourite churches that I've visited on my trips to Europe.